Welcome to today's broadcast. Shout out to our sponsors. And now for our broadcast. Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome down here to the Waupun Community Center as we get ready for some Badgerland Conference hockey action here between the first place Neenah Rockets in the Badgerland Conference and the fourth place or fifth place Waupun Warriors, depending upon how you take a look at it here, because they base it on points based on wins. So Neenah is 4-0 in the conference. Waupun is 1-2 in the conference here. We're going to step aside here. We're going to hear from some of our sponsors, and then we will be back and give some information about the Neenah Rockets. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with Jamison Cook. Oh, I'm so sorry. Here on Jeff's live stream. We'll be back.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin. Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. Sam's also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for Sam's Well Drilling. We at Sam's are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
King.
Welcome back here to the Waupun Community Center. Let's take a look here at the the Randolph Rockets. Woo! That's where we were at last night calling a girls' game. We had one heck of a game that we called over there. Let's take a look at the schedule here for the Neenah Hortonville Menasha Rockets here. You can see they started out the very first game of the season for both programs, Springs and for Neenah, and they ended up beating Springs 7-4. After that, they went on a roll. They played an Eau Claire Memorial team, really tough program over at Eau Claire Memorial. Ended up getting a tie over there, so that's their one tie in their 12-1-1 record. And their only loss is to the team that's ranked 2 spots higher than they are at Stevens Point. Otherwise, you can see that they have rolled pretty well. New Richmond is a team, if you look at that on Thursday, December 26th, is the team that is ranked number 1 in Division 2, seeing as how St. Mary Springs has been removed from that division, and you can see that they really have not been challenged in the conference so far. Let's see if we can take a look at some individual and some team stats here. If we take a look here again, their record is 12-1-1. If you take a look at the individually leading the scoring for this team is number 20, Mark Sullivan. He's got 19 goals on the season. Second on the team is number 44, Ty Labs, with 11. And then tied with 8 is number 6, Carter Simonson, and number 8, Kelvin Zinda, with 8. On the assist side, Carter Simonson with 19 assists. Is that an incredible number of assists on the season? Second is number 8, Kelvin Zinda with 17, and number 44, Ty Labs, with 14. Team leader then in points, Carter Simonson with 27. Number 44, Ty Labs, tied with number 8, Calvin Zinda with 25 apiece. For some reason, we're glitching, so I'm not sure if those antennas are not turned our direction. I don't know. Maybe you may have to go down and adjust it, Jameson, when we have a chance here. Oh, it's glitching here, so that's not. My plug is not plugged all the way. An issue here with my switcher, and I definitely don't want to be glitching tonight as we're going through tonight's contest. Looks like that may have fixed it right there. In net tonight is going to be number 33, Matthew Nelson. He's 2-0 on the season. He's faced 24 shots. He saved 21 of the 24 shots. That gives him a 1.5 goals against average and an 87.5 save percentage and 1 shutout. Their typical starter, and you can see the information there, is number 31, Owen Diebert, is their usual starter. I'm gonna have to see why this is just not cooperating as well tonight here. So we'll do some digging in to see what's going on here with my my cord here on my switcher. Let's take a look at some of the team stats. Scoring for the Neenah Hortonville Menasha Rockets, they scored 18 goals in the first period. They only given up 7. They scored 33 in the second and given up 9. That is an incredible percentage when you take a look at it. That is 11-3 if you break it down. That's absolutely phenomenal. That's almost a 75% difference in the scoring. In the third period, they scored 22 goals and give up only 7. So they've held their opponents very similar. They did win one game in overtime, and they also lost a game in overtime, I believe it was. Or no, it was not in overtime that they lost to Stevens Point. It was empty netter. It was 3-2, and they lost 4-2 to Stevens Point. Total goals for the team, 74, and they've given up 23. Taking a look at their special teams here, you can take a look and you can see on the power play, they have had 42 chances and they've executed 21.4% of the time. We've talked about this before. 75-25 is the numbers that you're looking at. So a little bit down from where they would probably like to be. But if you take a look at their penalty kill, they've had 41 penalty kills. So they're even, 50-50. You'd like to not have to be even, but if anything, at least you want to be on the positive side for more power plays than penalty kills. And they've only given up 6 goals. That's 80.5% or 81% kill percentage, which again, that is a great record on the kill percentage. But overall, yes, it equals at 100%, but you'd like to be at 110 to be one of those elite teams. And I say that, and this team, you take a look right underneath their logo, they're Division I ranked, number 4 in the state of Wisconsin. We're going to step aside here. We will be back, and we'll hear from head coach Nick Tank, and then we will talk about the Waupun Warriors here as we get ready for the starting lineups as well here on the pregame show. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with Jameson here from the Community Center. We'll be back.
Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. Did you know we do all kinds of metalwork? We offer a variety of decor available for purchase from other businesses. Designs range from holiday decor to sports to hobbies. Finished items can be wall hangings, outdoor garden decor, coffee tables, and so much more. If you're looking for address plaques, property signage, or awards plaques, King can make them. These are highly customized and durable products with your own street number, name, or event. A variety of fonts are available, and we can add our automotive-grade paint in a custom color, suitable for indoor or outdoor uses. Pricing varies. Call Joe Barnes at King Manufacturing. From design to completion.
Whether you enjoy the sunshine of summer with boating, jet skiing, UTV riding, mowing lawn, gardening, or camping, enjoy the leaves falling in autumn, getting to that perfect nature walk or hunting, or enjoying the Wisconsin snowfall hiking, four-wheeling, snowmobiling, traveling across the state, or just driving up and down your driveway, Call PT Tire and Service for all your automotive and recreational needs. Call 920-346 Tire.
Born from a single retail project, WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. Retail is changing, and it's changing fast. No matter where you are, what you do, or how you sell products to your customers, we're with you every step of the way to lay the groundwork for whatever lies ahead. Building trust through results, and our commitment to provide a customer-driven experience without question. With 4 generations at the foundation of WDS, we've built a reliable client base and a passionate team to bring big-time experience, commitment, and satisfaction to your next project. Because we are built to build better.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
For 50. Welcome back here to the Waupun Community Center. Let's take a look at your Waupun Warriors here. So far on the season, they are 5-5. You can see the teams that they have played. I did not update to the South Central one. They just won on Saturday. They beat South Central 6-0. So then I guess they should be 6-5 really here instead of 5-5. So my apologies for not having that correct. Let's just double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yep, 6-5 on the season. The thing that really hurts Waupun right now is that loss to Homestead at the Homestead tournament, 3-1, puts Homestead in front of Waupun into the Division II sectional seedings, which it could simply just come down to a home game. It just depends upon how things all end up playing out here. But what did help also, though, is Tomah, that win against Tomah here, which we had an exciting game to call. It was so awesome here to call that on Friday. That was a big win there because they also had lost, or they had beaten Monona Grove, and Monona Grove is also a sectional opponent. And now with this win over the comparable over Tomah, it gives Waupun a little bit of a leg up over Monona Grove. But there still is a lot of hockey to play here. Obviously, I'm tossing that out there. So you can see again, they have lost so far in conference. The one loss that really hurt was that Appleton. They had a 2-0 lead and they ended up losing that game 3-2. Right down at the last second, I believe there was 30 seconds left, and they ended up losing that. They lost to Fond du Lac in the Cowan Cup 4-1, and then they came back here at home and they beat Oshkosh 7-1. So the only comparable that they really have right now is Appleton, and Nina smoked Appleton, and that's not been a surprise at all. They've only given up the 4 goals in the conference, and those were the Springs in the beginning of the season. Let's take a look at some individual statistics here for the Waupun Warriors. Again, their record is 6-5. They've given up 3.6 or scored 3.6 goals per game. It's probably a little bit higher because of that 6-goal game, and they've only given up 2.8 goals. Their power play percentage is getting better. Their PK needs a little bit of work yet. But I think that number may be inaccurate here as we take a look at the numbers are down below. So that could be my mistake. I must have some different stats there. So I'm going to have to do some digging here because I'm not liking what I'm seeing there. But let's take a look at the scoring. Should be accurate. Waupun, Hayden Reeder is the leading scorer. He's got 19 goals on the season. with 8 assists. That's 27 points. Jonas Buckles is second on the team with 7 goals, so 19 down to 7. Hayden Reeder, if you're an opposing coach, all you're doing is marking the daylights out of Hayden Reeder, and you shut down quite a bit of the Waupun offense. And third on the team in goals is number 16, Camden Flagner. He's got 6. Leading the team in assists is number 15, Jonas Buckles. He's got 16 assists on the season. Second on the team is number 20, Hayden Reeder with 8. And then 7 to number 4, Chase Beam on the team. The reason I put Dylan Pribino here, not only is he tied in with 10 points for third on the team, but he had a 2-goal game against South Central, so that was huge for Dylan Pribino. In net tonight is going to be number 40, Blake Coker. Blake is 4-5 on the season. He's faced 276 shots. He's saved 249. That means he's given up 27 goals. That's a 3.0 goals against average. And his save percentage is 90.2. And I'm going to have to advocate here, and it's not that Benton doesn't deserve those 3 wins, because he definitely has earned those here, but sometimes you give your goalie a break so that your other goalie also gets some varsity playing experience, and I think that's what's happened here. And Benton has done a fantastic job with those 2 shutouts and going 3-0. And that definitely has an impact, though, on Blake Coker's stats. As a team, the Waupun Warriors have scored 10 goals in the first period, and Coach talks about this often, that he wants to make sure that that gets changed. And the opponents have only scored 6. Waupun has scored 20 goals in the second period. That's the one where they get rolling, and in their opponent, they've given up 10. And then in the third period, that gap closes, and that's where they have lost several close games so far on the season. They've scored 16, given up 15. That's a total of 46 goals scored and given up only 31. These, I think, our statistics are a little bit more accurate here. Goals per game, 3.83 for Waupun, and they've given up 2.58. That should be enough for a winning record. I believe they're at 6-6 with their 12 games. Their power play percentage has moved up to 22.9%. They've had 46 chances on the power play, and they've only had 34 penalty kills, so that's pretty good when you take a look at the ratio. On the penalty kill, that has started to improve. It was low. You could see that from the previous stats that I had up there that I didn't change, and again, that's on me. But they're up now to 73.5%, so you'd like to be at that 25-75. They're getting closer as a team. But if you look at what the opponents have done so far, their power play percentage, 26.5%, and their PK has been at 77%. We're going to step aside here. We're going to hear from our sponsors, then we'll come back and hear from Coach Tank. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here, along with Jameson, from the Waupun Community Center here on Jeff's live stream. We'll be back.
Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun the best furniture and mattresses at prices you can afford. And we're honored to be voted Best of the Best Mattress Store and runner-up for Best Furniture Store in the Fond du Lac area. Whether you're looking to update your living room, find the perfect mattresses, or treat yourself in one of our relaxing massage chairs, we've got it all to take care of you. Visit us at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you can trust. Visit our website at www.verhaegsfurniture.com. Don't forget to like us and follow us on Facebook and Instagram to stay updated on our latest arrivals, events, and deals. Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, 50 years strong, quality you trust, prices you'll love.
Welcome back here to the pregame show. Joining me now is the head coach for the Waupun Warriors, Nick Tank. Coach, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me again, Jeff.
A great opportunity here again to see the Waupun Warriors play at home at the community center, Badgerland Conference contest. But let's first give us a quick update, or a recap on how things went before the last time that we talked.
Yeah, so we had a Friday-Saturday series last week. We ended up getting the win against Toma Sparta 4-3. That was one of those games where you pay for the whole seat, but you only need the edge. It kind of came down to the wire, but we were able to do enough to hold on to the victory. Our special teams was pretty efficient in that game, and our goaltending was great. So those were the keys to the game for us. And then on Saturday, we went down to Wanakee, the ice pond, and played DeForest, and we ended up winning 6-0. We had a little bit of a rough start. It was 1-0. We were up after the first period. It took a little bit for the guys to get some of that lactic acid out of the legs and to get the motors going. But once they got them going, we figured it out, and we had some real nice things happening in that game.
Yeah, and you've talked about all season, Coach, how you want to make sure that first period can get things rolling here, and it still seems to be that still is a little bit of a challenge here for the team.
Yeah, it's just making sure you're ready to go as soon as you hit the ice, and just got to make sure we're doing all the little things right before the game with our dry land warm-ups, and then getting focused in the locker room, and then especially taking that warm-up, that 12-minute period seriously. So I always stress, let's try and win the warm-up.
Yeah, and your those two contests that you talked about are huge for your sectional seeding, because those are some common opponents that you will see for some of your sectional teams. So just talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, especially, we already kind of hit on, I think, on Friday about Monona Grove. We don't have on the schedule this year, but that Toma Sparta game was a common opponent, so it was really important that we got the win over them. So hopefully that'll be another piece to the puzzle when it comes to trying to figure out our seeding for sectionals.
Let's talk a little bit about, now we're back into the Badgerland Conference play. And tonight you are taking on the first place 4-0 Neenah Rockets here. So, Coach, talk a little bit about the plan here for Neenah.
Yeah, so they're a good team. The goal is going to be that we got to be disciplined in our systems, and we need to ensure that we have guys back to support. Their transition game is fast. They got some kids that can move up and down the ice. So we really want to make sure that we're getting that puck below the dot line, and we want to put pressure on those defensemen when their backs are turned towards us. So that's going to be our play, get the puck in deep and really try and grind them out, and then make sure we got numbers back to support. And basically any game, you win the dot competition. If you keep them outside the dots, you're going to do well. If they're inside there, it's going to be a long night. So I hope the guys are ready to go. It's going to be a battle, a contest. Like you said, they're kind of buzzing in the Badgerland, 12-1-1 on the season. They're a good team, but it's a hockey game, and any given night, you never know which way that puck's going to bounce.
Yeah, especially at the high school level. That's one of the things, again, I love about high school competition is you never know. It doesn't matter. Again, you can throw records out the window on almost every contest, especially when you are at home and it is a Badgerland Conference game. So talk a little bit about, you mentioned how good they are already. They currently are ranked number 4 in the state, but just talk about the Badgerland Conference, how tough it is in general.
Yeah, I mean, you got to come to play every single game. It doesn't matter what team you're playing. These are all D1 schools. We're the only D2 school this year. So we know that coming in, it's going to take a major effort from us. We have to be efficient in all 3 zones. We got to be efficient in the PK, on the power play, and we can't make a lot of mistakes. We don't have a whole lot of room on the bench for mistakes to happen. So, yeah, we got to play a pretty clean game.
Yeah, and that was one of my other questions that I wanted to make sure that we spoke about. Again, the size of the programs, comparing those to each other. I'm assuming that there will be a JV game tonight.
Yeah, there's a JV game. JV's so scheduling was a little wonky, a little confusion on there. Some sites had 5, some had 7. JV's going at 5 p.m., varsity at 7 p.m. Yeah, so should be a good contest. I don't know which JV team they're bringing. They got 2 of them. So talking about numbers, they got enough of them.
Yeah, that was exactly my point when you're drawing from that, and that is the current reality of the sport of hockey here in Wisconsin. But you have to be very proud, Coach, of how much you've been able to build and have a full JV team.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage for some of those guys. They're coming out for the first time, and they might not win every game, but they're going out there, they're playing with heart, they're doing their best, and that's really all you can ask of these young men. It's all about working together as a team, learning communication, and then just giving forth your best effort.
Coach, I want to thank you for joining me here on the pregame show. Anything else that you would like to share with the audience?
I just think it's going to be a great night for hockey, so come down to the community center if you're able.
Thanks a lot, Coach. I really appreciate it for taking this time. It's been the head coach here for the Waupun Warriors, Nick Tank, here on Jeff's live stream. We'll be back after these messages. Welcome back here. We're going to take a look at the visitors' starting lineup here. At one defense is going to be number 12, Maxon Selch. Number 24, Keegan Krieger. At one forward will be number 3, Preston Lidke. The other forward will be number 7, Cooper Zinda. And the other forward will be number 16, Zach Verhagen. And in net will be number 33, the junior, Matthew Nelson. Coached by head coach Jeff Lindeman. I love having a conversation with him. He's been awesome to work with. Let's take a look here now at the starting lineups here of the Waupun Warriors. At one defense will be junior, number 4, Chase Beam. At the other defense will be number 13, the sophomore, Jacob Turner. Might be this cable there as well, we'll have to see. At forward, number 7, Colton Postotnik. At other forward will be number 15, Jonas Buckles, and at center will be number 20, Hayden Reeder. And in goal will be the senior, number 40, Blake Coker. Waupun Warriors are coached by head coach Nick Tank. Love working with him as well. It's such an awesome, great group of coaches in the Badgerland Conference. We're going to step aside. We'll be back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's live stream.
Looking for something special in your child's education? The choices you make for your child today will impact their future forever. At CWC, we provide a Christ-centered education that shapes students academically, spiritually, and personally. From programs of our high school, CWC offers a place for students to grow and thrive. Our approach integrates faith into every subject, helping your child see the world through God's eyes. To learn more or schedule a visit, go to wearecwc.org.
Welcome to Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins to baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statues. Pictures. So come on. Greenhouse.
Does it look like our sound is back? I don't think quite yet. So we're trying to get those things fixed here. So maybe it'll come back here right now. It looks like maybe we are swung there by the D, Keegan Krieger. That's going to be dropped down low. No icing is going to be called. Blowing a tire back in there was Jonas Buckles. He gets back up. Good toe drag there by number 7, Cooper Zinda. Taken out of the zone, cleared into the neutral zone. Buckles goes after it, pulls it away. Makes a little bit of contact there with Maxon Selch. Buckles heads to the bench. Good 30-second shift there. Turner picks it up. Ripping it around, gets it over to Postotnik. Good pass right on the stick of number 16, Camden Flagner. He makes a move to the inside. Direction has changed. Hunter Fromholtz back in there. That's your second line On the defensive side, you've got number 19, Dylan Pribino, along with number 18, Brock Reeder. And your other forward out there is number 22, Camden Krentz. Shot save there by Blake Kolker. Let's see if I was smart enough to set up the instant replay. Of course not. It always changes because I go back and forth between basketball and hockey, and I use different settings for each of those two. So my apologies that I missed that. Here's the face-off in at center, number 20, Mark Sutton, and he's taking on Cameron Krentz for Waupun. Good move there by Krentz to get it into the zone. A little bit of forecheck pressure and breaking it out. Numbers for Neenah. Good play there by Dylan Pribino against the captain, number 44, Ty Labs. Again, this Neenah Rockets team is ranked number 4 in Division I. And you know, people are going to say, wow, that just doesn't seem right that Waupun is playing them. Hey, Badgerland Conference hockey is Badgerland Conference hockey, and it's some of the best hockey in the state. At the Division I level right now, you've got St. Mary Springs, who's ranked number 5. Neenah is ranked number 4, and they only rank 6 teams. So you can't ask for anything more out of the Badgerland Conference than to have 2 teams in the top 6 in Division I. Banked off of the boards. Good play there by number 4, Evan Saracen. Jonas Buckles with it. Caught him in a partial change. Tried to make a pass across to Postotnik, who couldn't quite crash to the net and would have had a chance there on a tip. Reeder grabs it, drops it down low, goes to the bench for a change. Played by the goalie, Matthew Nelson. Battling in there. Flagner. I'll get it right here eventually. Your job is to make sure that you are putting stuff into that YouTube chat. Thanks to the 20 computers who are logged on. If you know somebody else who can't see this game here, let me know. Be glad to have them join in with us. Just send them the link, let them get on. Waupun trying to clear it out. So far, I haven't seen a team with complete dominance in the offensive zone. Hunter Fromholtz with it, centered it, just tied up there. Good defensive play there by Clay Labs. As Krasen through the slot was Camden Flagner. Brock Reeder clears, gets it over to Hayden Reeder. Nobody there, so he'll see if he can get there in the forecheck first. Cannot, as Maxon Selch moves it to his D partner. Came right back to him. Here comes the quick breakout, and a good back check there by Hayden Reeder. Poked over to the puck over to Buckles. Hayden Reeder is a really fun player to watch. That's going to be out of place, so we'll have a face-off. We'll see where it's going to go. Looks like it's going to come all the way down is what they're going to say. Are you able to see that camera or that monitor well right in front of you? Okay. Face-off here just to the right of Blake Kolker. There we go. We've got Jamison helping run that shot right there. You can see it develop right in front of Kolker. Good save right there by Blake Kolker to turn that one aside and put it right into the corner, keeping it out of the house. That's good rebound control for Blake. In the slot, into the neutral zone. Picked up by Neenah. Trying to move it around. Good job there by Chase Beam to be right in the passing lane. He's going to try and come end to end. Here comes Beam. Shot. Into the corner, Chase Beam with the goal. And I'm sorry I had the wrong camera shot on there, but you still could see it come all the way down. Chase Beam. Oh, I am so sorry, Chase. What a shot. What a shot. Darn. At the 12:44 mark, the Waupun Warriors are going to strike first blood. End to end. Unassisted to Chase Beam. And the Waupun Warriors are up 1-0 on the Neenah Rockets. Not much that Nelson could do about that shot. Boy, I was looking the opposite direction, so I did not see my computer was on switched on that camera view. So jeepers. He came skating across. You could see that he took it out wide as soon as he got to the home and auto shot. He took a shot and ripped it just over the number 33 on the corner shoulder of Nelson and put it right in the back of the net, just off of there. It even sounded like it was a little bit of barred down. You could hear a chink. Dropping it down low, coming out and playing it was Nelson after that shot. I believe that was Brock Reeder. Nina trying to move the puck. Coker let it go. Good play there. Let it go behind Postotnik and Reeder, both collapsing as forwards to help out. Good stick there by Blake Coker. Coming back the other way. Into the neutral zone. Nina. Those Labs give and go. Tried to tip, and a good challenge there by Blake. Love to see the Waupun Warriors strike first blood here. Here's your chance. Let us know in the YouTube chat. Who's your favorite player? Where are you watching from? Who you cheering for? Jeff's live stream is extremely busy tonight. Covering the Warbirds. That game should be probably almost finished by now. The Warbirds, it was youth night over there. That was posted on the Waupun Youth Hockey Association Facebook page. Fought that one off. Got a good job there by Blake Coker to battle and squeeze that one. At the 10:54 mark. And then following that game, so Justin and Caleb are over there calling that Warbirds game. And then following that game, they're actually calling the Fond du Lac Cardinals taking on the Fox City Stars. Face-off. Puck comes all the way over across. Coming right back, breaking through. Got an icing. Just ripped it down there. Good job there, Jameson. Running that camera. I just want to make sure I'm not dumb enough and miss another one of those great shots that might be coming from the Waupun Warriors. Face off to the right, the blocker. J-Mo was our camera guy, so he's got us covered. He'll tell us where we need to swing it to. Comes all the way over to the other side, back up against the boards. Nina trying to get their offense rolling here after they're trailing. Great active stick by Hayden Reeder into the neutral zone. Skating with it. It's number 16. That's Zach Verhagen, one of the starters. Comes all the way out to a demon, fires. That gets tipped, goes wide. As that was number 12, Maxon Zelch. It'll be picked up by Nina. Nice little drop pass there, 2-on-2. Moves into the slot, takes a shot, and a great glove there. Job there, well done by Blake Coker to put the glove out there and say, here's the target, hit it, and boom. The shooter does that. That's part of the reason why, as a goalie, you want to have that glove out there and flash it and show them a target to try and hit. Face off, this time to the left. Down low into the corner. Comes back out. Behind the net, you can see the play. Trying to get something set up is Nina. Good active sticks in here by all the forwards are dropping down, protecting the house, which when you are challenged offensively, you want to pack your defense in. You got a 1-goal lead. Force them to get through all those sticks and legs. Pressure on the puck. That's going to go well over the top of Blake Coker. Into the neutral zone. That's going to go on net, so it's got to be played, so icing will be waved off. Coming back this way is Nina. Off the stick there, number 20, Mark Sutton. Back in the neutral zone, tried to chip it free. It was number 15, Drew Drock. Cross-ice pass, missed it, couldn't connect with number 6, Carter Simonson. And another good save. Puck is loose right out front. Chase Beam getting a little bit of Carter Simonson in the back. Hayden Reeder Skating with it. Makes a couple of moves to the inside. Gets it over to Postotnik. Postotnik tries to drop. Goes right on the stick of Simonson. It'll be picked up there by Jonas Buckles. He gets it in low. And a good play by the defenseman, Clay Labs. Good work here by Waupun. Good puck movement. So far, been tape to tape, which is exactly what you want. Good active sticks. Flagner, 2 on, and the defense comes back, collapsing quickly for Nina. Over to Hunter Fromholtz. Changes directions, gets it back over to Flagner. Flagner says go right back into that corner. Fromholtz tries to get there on the forecheck, cannot, and the puck's going to get broke out. And it looks like it might be an icing, and it is. Number 13 was trying to get there in Cole Rathermel, but could not. And the Waupun Warriors hold on to their 1-0 lead with 7:57 left here in the first period. Thanks again for joining us here. They got started a little bit early. Waupun had a great goal. Unfortunately, Jeff's live stream missed it. We had the wrong camera shot on, and Chase Beam went end to end. Good pad save, but he ricocheted out there, and a good job dropping back and helping clear was Brock Reeder. A good defenseman. Blake reacting just a little bit too late with that pad and ended up directing it right back out into the house, and he was very fortunate. They got numbers here, and a good job there by Reeder to get back in and help out. Collapse, and he knocks it away with his stick. Good battle here between the Warriors and the Rockets. Blowing a tire, it's Cooper Zinda. He's gonna recover. Changes directions. Gets it over to number 16, Zach Berhagen. Berhagen takes it down by the King Manufacturing logo, one of our sponsors here. And again, I gotta always give a shout out to Warren Bailey. He is a Waupun hockey man. He's got a sponsorship here on our live stream. Got a sponsorship on the net cam, or the good behind the net. If he wants one, I'll put him on that net cam there with behind there with Blake Coker. Shot. That's a better save and control of the rebound. Looks like we've got a penalty coming here. It's going to be a hooking call. I did not see the play here, so the official on the backside calls it. It's going to be a hook on number 3. So we'll see some special teams coming here for the Waupun Warriors. So the first penalty is going to go to Nina at the 6:28 on the clock mark here. Number 3 with a hook. That's Preston Lidke. Waupun seeing if they can get their power play rolling. They've been able to improve those numbers over the last couple of games. Scored 1 against Toma, and I believe coach said they got 2 against South Central, which is kind of co-op now with the Forest. There's a mistake though. They need the puck at the other end. Face-off down here to the right-hand side. Blake Coker squirts all the way out into the neutral zone. Back over to the dots. Nina trying to get regrouping here, and I love the pressure that they're putting on the puck, forcing him to move that puck out. And you can tell the pressure is causing him to hold it in the zone and eat up a little bit of time. Ty Labs, cross-ice pass. Look at the pressure here that the Waupun Warriors are putting on the puck. Now they got to recover. Oh, what am I talking about here? Oh, what a shot. Number 20. Snipes one in the back of the net. A short-handed goal. Boy, was I miscalling that the whole time. Has it been one of those days already, J-Lo? I can't believe it. That'll be a short-handed goal and the equalizer at 5:38. I thought Waupun was on the penalty kill. Instead, I was wondering why there were so many numbers that were out there. Wasn't paying attention that they were on the power play.
Short-handed goal, 11:22, the first period. Scorer number 20, Mark Sutton.
Mark Sutton
Assist number 7, Cooper Zinda.
with the assist to number 7 and number 44, Ty Labs.
Goal 11:22. Sutton from Zinda and Labs.
So Nina, special teams, does their job so far. And the team that is supposed to be on the power play in the Waupun Warriors are struggling here. 5:22. Let's see if I can get this call back. And I'm sure that if you're like me, I would have been screaming at the TV about some idiot who doesn't know what he's talking about. That was me. Whips it down for icing. 40 seconds remain. Good forecheck pressure this time by Nina's number 16, Zach Verhagen. Waupun can't get it broke out. They're on the power play. Kerner swings it over to Chase Beam. Beam back over to Kerner. Kerner trying to get it into the zone, steps across. Beam is on the backside crashing. They couldn't find him. And that's going to try to get that off over to number 19 or number 15, Jonas Buckles, and he blew an edge. This time he catches it on the stick, dumps it in. That's going to go wide of the net. And the penalty has been killed off. That'll be an icing. And at least Waupun will now get a face-off down in the zone here. But boy, power play left a little bit to be desired there. Nina, with one less player, put more pressure on Blake Coker than had been on most of the whole game. 4:25. Picked up here again by Nina's number 8, Kelvin Zinda, with a good pass to Ty Labs and a great defensive play there by Brock Reeder. Hunter Fromholtz with it. Clears it into the neutral zone. Grabbed there by Nina. Reeder tried to grab it out of the air, could not get it. That's Brock Reeder. Trying to work their way in. Battling with it. It's number 5, Clay Labs. Ty Labs with a shot just off of the helmet, and it goes through the 5-hole, sneaks in, and the goal, it looks like, is going to go to number 6. For the goal, Carter Simonson at 3:50. Here still in the first period. That's an even strength goal for Nina. See who's going to get the primary assist.
13-10 in the first period. Score number 6, Carter Simonson. Assistant number 20, Mark Sutton.
Sutton with the secondary, with the primary assist. Can hear it from one of the best announcers in hockey, and I have heard a ton. Scotty Van Galen, love to hear him. He is fantastic with his numbers, clear with the calls, and just make sure that it's absolutely about hockey. Excuse me. Trying to break it out. Aiden Reeder has been pretty much in check since probably the first 2 shifts that he had. He did okay, got some pressure down there. But since then, Nina has started flying around here. Coker gets on top of it, knowing that he needs to get some relief out there, and he gets it. Stops some of the momentum. At the 2:49 mark, 2-1 is the score. Waupun Warriors trailing to Nina. Rips around, changes directions. Was having a conversation with all of the coaches and talked to both of them. I asked them about the health of their team. I didn't put that on for Coach Tank, but he said everybody's doing well. But Coach Lindemann for Nina said, yeah, we keep getting little bugs that are getting moved around, just enough to make a couple of people sick, but not the whole team at one time. So he said it's okay, but he never knows which kids are going to end up being out because of whatever multiple bugs they decide to share around. And we talked about that. I mean, in hockey, it just happens. You're tight in those locker rooms, and body contact, physicalness, happens all the time. Waupun with 1:50 remaining trying to get the equalizer here in the first period. Taken away by Buckles, shot, and a glove save. Flash in the leather. It's number 33, Matthew Nelson. 1:43 remaining here in the first period. Stick with us here. We will check that YouTube chat. We'll also give a review of what is happening around Jeff's live stream. So please make sure that you stick with us here. So we've got a ton of games that are taking place out there. I'm sure that Aaron is giving us some updates, and if he's not, hopefully he will now with this remaining 1:28 about what's happening out there. Warbirds hockey for the ladies on youth night. Face off here to the Tropper side, the glove side of Blake Kolker. Shot wide after fighting it off. Blake Kolker. Nina trying to take advantage of this last minute here. Good active stick there by Blake to not allow that puck to come all the way around. That's going to be ripped around, and icing is going to be the call. And again, that's my pet peeve here, but not probably enough time to talk about it. You get in trouble, ice it. No consequence whatsoever for doing so. 2-1. Waupun struck first. Trying to get it out of the zone. Cameron Krentz. That's going to be popped into the bench with a good active stick there by number 6, Carter Simonson. He's got one of the goals for Nina. Coming up on 1 minute remaining in the period. In the neutral zone. I beat Scotty Van Galen to it. I had the privilege to sub a couple of times for Scotty. Really enjoyed it, but after doing it, I prefer to listen to Scotty call it. That's a good job there fighting that off by Blake Kolker. Into the slot. Save there. Good save as he put that to the corner, took it away from the house area. Trying to get it out here. Sutton is trying to get it in there for Nina. That'll be shot down the ice. 25 seconds still. Boy, I thought for sure that enough time would have ripped off there. Excuse me, I have a little bit of a runny nose. 24 seconds remains. 2-goal lead so far right now for the Waupun Warriors. Beam rips it down. They tried to that Omaha Flyer is what we used to call it. Sending Hayden Reeder down the ice and try and rip it down there, see if he can get there before an icing call. Trying to get it down in. Battle in the neutral zone. Trying to pull it in. It's number 23, Gus Weinholzer. For Nina. Looks like we may have will we have a penalty? We will. We're going to have a rough that's going to be called. We'll see who that number is going to be on. We'll see. Looks like it might have been number 23, 2 minutes for roughing, so it'll be right at the 17-minute mark of the second period. Pretty sure it said 23, so we'll have to see. Got to listen for Scotty to give me also the number of saves. He does a fantastic job with that as well.
Penalty at the end of the period. Number 23, Justin Weinholzer, 2 minutes, roughing.
Weinholzer with roughing. Saves in that period for number 33, Matthew Nelson from Nina. I think they're still trying to add it up. We'll see if we can get it here.
Saves in the first period for Nina is Matthew Nelson, 3. For Wapun's Blake Kolker,
3 out of 4. And Blake Kolker with 12 out of 14. We'll step aside here. We'll be back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with Jameson here on Jeff's live stream.
Located on Highway 8 between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
After surviving breast cancer, I felt this calling to help other women heal. I thought, why not build a respite house? I wasn't sure it was going to work financially speaking for my family, but with the guidance of Thrivent, I really felt like we were going to figure it out. Taking the leap to start my nonprofit has been the most rewarding thing I've done in my life.
Jonathan Leonard, Thrivent Financial here in Waupun, serving the local communities.
God bless.
Hello, this is Jeff Sauer with Jeff's Livestream. We hope you're enjoying our broadcast. Our purpose, first and foremost, is to bring glory to God. Second is to draw attention to the student athletes, promote the great things they and their schools are doing, and promote the businesses and the people running them within our communities. Our mission is to create memories for student athletes, families, teams, and communities, as well as allowing for viewers to see their athletes or teams perform regardless of where the viewer is located. If you'd like to join us as a sponsor to help us fulfill our purpose and mission, feel free to give me a call at 920-345-2066 or email me at livestreamjeff@gmail.com. I'd love to talk to you.
Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. Sam's also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for Sam's Well Drilling. We at Sam's are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
PT Tire and Service has been at 301 East Clark Street in Brandon for over 20 years. The owners, Tony and Pam Sauer, are dedicated to their community and their customers. They serve the auto repair, tire, and wheel needs of customers in Brandon and the rest of central Wisconsin. We're on call 24/7 for roadside assistance and on the farm service for customers. For auto repairs, tires, and wheels, come see us in person or request a quote online. PT Tire and Service, you make the call and leave the rest to us. Call 920-346-TIRE.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry. Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. In fact, there are thousands of them in use across America and in the Caribbean. We have also produced and developed many other steel products for use in retail, commercial, and industrial applications, such as building fascia, loading racks, wall panel systems, and much more. Our design record attests to our dedication to quality and customer satisfaction. King Manufacturing, from design to completion.
Welcome back here to the Waupun Community Center. Let's give a quick recap of what's taking place here. Still 7:40 left here in the first intermission. You can see their update on the Warbirds score as the University of School of Milwaukee, which is not what it's called. It's University School of Milwaukee, yeah, but it's it definitely
Call PT Tire and Service in Brandon. The automotive experts. Beat the Wisconsin snowfall. Stay charged this winter. PT Tire and Service. Full service, batteries, and on site. Call 920-346-TIRE. Put Christmas lights on your tree this holiday season, not your dashboard. Call PT Tire and Service to get those lights in the right place. Over 20 years in business and ready to service your automotive needs. PT Tire and Service, Brandon, 920-346-TIRE.
Born from a single project, WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. The cold storage industry is experiencing high demand and low capacity. WDS is building goodwill from the ground up through customized solutions. WDS is committed to outservice the competition and overdeliver for customers. A client-driven experience without question. Today, we're driven to be better in order to build better.
Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun the best furniture and mattresses at prices you can afford. And we're honored to be voted best of the best mattress store and runner-up for best furniture store in the Fond du Lac area. Whether you're looking to update your living room, find the perfect mattresses, or treat yourself in one of our relaxing massage chairs, we've got...
Welcome back here to the Waupun Community Center. Sorry, I had lost sound there. We've been challenging. We've been fighting this mixer all night long. Finally decided to try a new cord, and I think that might hopefully fix it here. So let's see. The 12-minute clock here. This is the reason why you put it on there. First of all, allow the ice to set up so that it doesn't get chewed up. Second of all, that means that both teams get the equal amount of break time instead of the team that decides to come out here early and challenge. You can see down here in net for the Neenah Rockets, number 33, Matthew Nelson. And we get ready here. You can also see in the upper right-hand corner those ads that are rolling. I need you. I got 32 viewers on here, which is fantastic, and I typically do. And I know that there's people who are out there who are saying, I'm not commenting. I comment every day. I don't care. Put in there. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. What I love to do is I like to make comparisons about how we're doing to some of our competitors. And I need to do that just because the way things have turned out. Labs moves, good move, great save there by Blake Coker. What a great read as he made a power slide over and covered on that back door. You got to be kidding me, Blake Coker. Great work on that save. Good to see that. Here they go again, trying to work it. This time, could not get in here. Boy, they have kicked up the speed level for the Neenah Rockets. Pribino over to Reeder, tried to hold, could not. And blowing the whistle over there is a former St. Mary Springs player in Cullen King. And Cullen had called a couple of games here with me. But on our camera work is JMO. And now's your time to start putting stuff in there. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. Once again, the Waupun Warriors are the team that is on the power play. And the team that is looking the best is the Neenah Rockets. Short-handed, they seem to love the extra ice. I don't know what it is with their speed that moves it around here, but as soon as they've been on with the extra ice, they just have had an opportunity just to keep moving constantly. Puck is in the neutral zone. Picked up there by Brock Reeder. Steps it into the zone. The second penalty kill unit here. Has something working here for the first time with 25 seconds left in the power play. Still don't think that snuck through. That's going to drive all the way down. Good cover there by Blake Kolker. Doesn't let that eat him up. Jacob Kerner with it for 10 seconds. Trying to bang it up. Instead of using the speed of Hayden Reeder. Coming around the back of the net. And we're now at both teams at full strength. So an extra player for Neenah. I don't know that that's a good thing, actually, because they were flying around and doing much better without having the extra person there. Waupun has all 5 of their players in the zone. Neenah had 2 and had all kinds of pressure. Hard staying on his stick. That is very difficult to take and knock Hayden Reeder off his skates. That's going to be ripped across the boards. It'll be picked up. Dropped down low. Cameron Krentz tried to get it to the slot. Couldn't get it there. Chase Beam with a good quick shot. Handled by Nelson right into the corner. Neenah. This time they're trying to get it out with a little bit of pressure put on here by this younger second line here for the Waupun Warriors. Shot down, picked up there by Dylan Privino. Privino tried to break it out. Nobody on this side except for Red. That's going to go off of a stick, though, of a Neenah Rocket player, and hustling to get into the zone first is Camden Flagner. Ty Labs with it now for Neenah. Chips it into the board. Gets into the skate of the linesman, which definitely helped Waupun. Long stretch pass, a little give and go. Hustling down there is Carter Simonson, and a save and a great job again by Blake Kolker to cut down the angle. Out at the top of the paint. Stayed square. Didn't get off post. .13:05 here in the second period. Picked up Neenah, trying to get something rolling once again. That was number 7, Cooper Zinda. Brought it out to number 15, Drew Drock. Hayden Reeder tried to chip it, chipped it into the bench instead of into the board. And the faceoff will go back into the zone of the Waupun Warriors. Nice little move there by the Rockets of Neenah. Little give and go action. Trying to move the puck around. Drop, gives it all the way back over. Shot, tried to take the eyes away. Smart work here by Neenah. And when you have Justin Schwartzmiller normally announcing with her, he's over there with Fond du Lac. Great job there on the Hayden Reeder rip shot. He's got such a solid wrist shot.
Care of you. Visit us at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you can trust. Visit our website at www.verhagsfurniture.
Well, that was strange of me to hit the add button. That's because my instant replay button moved on me. My apologies to both my advertiser, who only got a partial, and to you, who didn't get to hear me talking on the instant replay. About what Justin constantly shares, you got to take the eyes of the goalie away. If he can see it, there's really a good chance. I mean, at almost every level, your goalie better be able to stop a shot that he can see. And then I say that, and Chase Beam ripped one right in the corner. Now, that one, I don't think he saw it because it came up over the top of the shoulder. Waupun with a little bit of offensive zone time. Hayden Reeder rips it across the ice, ricochets off the board to Jonas Buckles, who's going to get planted with a check from behind. we'll see how they're going to call this here. That's going to be number 22. I think it's an easy check from behind that they can call this and send him into the box for a good 5 minutes or a 2 and a 10 with an unsportsmanlike. So we'll see what the call's going to be. I'll have to pick that up from Scotty Van Galen. Yep, he's out of here. Check from behind. He's done. Maxon Selch. 5-minute major at 11:26. So explaining.
Number 12, Maxon Selch, 5-minute major for boarding.
Boarding.
Comes with a game ejection.
Game ejection. I thought he might have called a check from behind just to give him the benefit of the doubt, which would have been a 2 and a 10 maybe, or even a 5 and a 10. So let me see if I can explain it to you, JMO. So what this means with a 5-minute major here is that they can score as many goals as they want on the power play. Whereas you normally have one penalty for 2 minutes and you score a goal, it doesn't matter if it comes within the first 5 seconds or within the first 2 minutes. It erases the penalty. Not on a 5. You could score 10 goals if you wanted. It stays there. But what we have seen here, though, JMO, also is we have seen Neenah flourish with less players on the ice on their penalty kills. So we'll have to see. Trying to get something to work, and a good job there by Nelson to grab a hold of it. But that was some great attack pressure there by the Waupun Warriors. Let's see if we can get a camera shot down here with the face-off coming to this side. You can see all the puck marks there from people shooting pucks, obviously, in that direction. One by Neenah. They rip it, and they send it all the way down. Blake Kolker's going to play it and help it along. That's a great play for Blake Kolker. And you guys are saying, well, what are you talking about? You have not seen Blake play. He does not typically, has not in the past. Oh, no. Here's a chance with a breakaway. Nice deke move there. And he get him to commit down. And it's a short-handed goal in the second period at 10:52. It was almost like I was thinking right here, and I didn't want to say anything about it, but maybe Waupun should decline the penalty so that they weren't shorthanded, because Neenah has struggled. Unassisted on the breakaway. Snuck behind him, grabbed a hold of it, took off. And what a great move he put. There was not much that Blake could do. He had to commit. That's going to get dumped on, and who's going to be there first? Number 20, Mark Sutton. He brought it out to the slot to Ty Labs. Good thing he got tied up there by Hayden Reeder on the back check. And the Waupun Warriors cannot get back into the zone first. There's more Neenah players than there were Waupun players. Sutton again coming in on the forecheck, trying to take the puck away from Jacob Kerner. Gives it over to Hayden Reeder. They're telling him to kick it down. He's trying to get into the zone. You've got two, and a great job there as Nelson saw him coming all the way. Squared up, stayed with him at the top of the paint and gets the save. You knew Hayden had to kick it down. I mean, he's your goal scorer. It's a great hard wrist shot, but they collapsed on him. Face off down here again to the Trapper side. Once again, won by Neenah. This time they take it up the boards to try and take it up the ice the other direction. Held in by Waupun. Into the slot was Postotnik. Taken down to the ice with a little bit of assistance. And now here comes Neenah back the other direction. Still 3:20 on the 5-minute major. Hunter Fromholtz with it, puts it into the slot. Nobody can do anything with it. Poke checked away, put into the neutral zone. They're going to try and regroup. Flagner and Blake Kolker. Kolker looks, plays it, leaving it right there to Hayden Reeder. Reeder with some speed. Walks in, a shot again, this time an active stick. Hayden doesn't have much of a choice but to try and fire it just inside the blue line because they are collapsing on him. I thought he had a little bit more room where he could have actually moved. Instead, he ended up just staying right there. Thank you, Jamo. Face off this time to the right. Good camera work there. Held in by Jacob Kerner. Gets it over to Hayden Reeder. Beam slid right past number 3, Preston Lidke. Battling out there hard is Kelvin Zinda. And now it's going to come into the neutral zone. Calling for it was Beam, couldn't quite get it to him. As Pribino was trying to work it there. Jonas Buckles pitchforks one right into the glove of Matthew Nelson. Face off once again. I've been focused on making sure when, again, I said I've got 3 teams that are out here. We're doing our best to make sure that all 3 on the live stream are running here. As we try and focus on creeping on. Here comes one-on-one. No, 2-1, and a great job played there by Camden Flagner. Labs swings it out. Shot, tip opportunity there. Pulling it, puck in was Simonson one more time. Sorry, it's Mark Sutton trying to break it out. Got it over to Cameron Krentz. 1:30. I do believe the Warriors have probably had 4 shots on goal in this penalty, but nothing that has really been a challenge right now for Nelson. Reeder has been out there for a lot of this 5 minutes. Trying to kick it down, makes a couple of good moves, trying to work his way in. That's probably his best chance. And it was a great work there. Tried to get it to Dylan Pribino. And hustling after it this time as Sutton cuts off Kerner. Shot, and a great glove save as coming across the side was Blake Coker. The speed was absolutely amazing. And a good slide reaction there as Blake Coker gets back into position. It's a fast game, isn't it, J-Mo? 1 minute left here on the power play. The 5-minute major. 1 shorthanded goal was scored. Nina has it one more time, 45 seconds. As that was number 7, Cooper Zinda bringing it in the zone. Taken away by Hayden Reeder. Reeder looking, sees Beams, tried to get it there. Long stretch pass, could not. Now they have numbers if they can go. Dylan Pribino with Jonas Buckles. Pribino takes the shot, misses the corner. And they had 3-on-1 as one of the Nina Rockets blew a tire in the center of the ice, and the other one was on the change. And the Waupun Warriors could not capitalize. It'll be picked up there by Flagner. He gets rubbed into the boards. And there's another rub by number 13, Cole Rathermel. Derek Pribino getting back on some ice time here. We haven't seen Derek. Not sure if it was a health issue or what it was. Didn't ask Coach about that. Figured if he wanted to tell us and let us know, we would. But it's good to see Derek Pribino get out there. Jonas Buckles gets a hit again. That time by number 5, Clay Labs. Good work here by Nina. Tries to hook one around. Blake Coker gets on top of it and gets the whistle. .556 here in the second period. I'm going to be checking in that YouTube chat, and it's going to just be my consultant and myself putting stuff in there. Wow. Who's my favorite player? Oh, I don't know. Maybe I should just pick one and put it in the chat, see if somebody will answer. Come on, folks. We like to see how far we're reaching. I like to know where people are watching from. I don't care if you're sitting right down in the warming room watching it. Let me know. Picked up here, Nina. with all kinds of pressure. Even strength. Good job there again. Blake Coker doing a great job of battling tonight. Hayden Reeder tried to win that in at center over Mark Sutton. Nina had control. Buckles. We're glitching again. Okay. We lose a cord here. Comes into the neutral zone. I'm not sure if I've got a loose cord here or what is happening with our main camera, but at our next whistle, I'm going to unplug it so that I can at least see if I can get something working here so that we don't have the glitching. And a quick goal scored by number 20. I believe that's going to be a hat trick.
You're going to go 12:29 in the second period. It's cover number 20, Mark Sutton. It's a hat trick for Sutton. Assist number 6, Carter Simonson. Sutton from Simonson at 12:29.
So a 12:20 elapsed time. That's going to be 4:40 on the clock. That's where I keep mine. I know that, again, for the true hockey people, they don't like to see that, but Waupun down 4-1. Nina doing a good job here running a cycle. Then they come up all the way to the top, change directions, all the way on the backside. Good work, and Blake Coker with a fantastic read. Boy, that is such a tough play. Trying to pinch it and hold it in. Cooper Zinda. I didn't know that I even hit that button. Shot. Camden Flagner has it in his skates. He's got, by himself, had no way to beat that numbers down there. Dropped it in, and Nina picks it up. 4 players came back into the zone. Icing off of the stick, I think. Off of the side of the net. Either way, it doesn't matter. That waves off the icing. That hit the corner of the post. Haven't had a chance to talk about Colton Postotnik much tonight. Nina does such a nice job of moving the puck, keeping themselves lined up well. Getting themselves right back into the play. Good work here by one of the captains, Kelvin Zinda. Goes around Chase Beam. Beam reaching with the long stick and the long arms. Was able to knock it free. Hayden Reeder picked it up. Into the high slot, shot into the back of the net. Blake Coker couldn't come out, cut down the angle, and a great shot there. This time, I believe the goal was scored. We'll have to see who it was scored by. I think it was number 13 scored the goal. 2:09. Even strength goal. We'll see what Scotty tells us. Yep, Cole Rathermel. Weinholzer with the assist. Number 23, Cole Weinhauser with the assist. Thanks again to all those people who are jumping on here. There we go. Thank you very much for putting some stuff in there. Dirk is back after a broken collarbone. Oh, thanks for letting me know that, John. I appreciate that. Watching from 2 miles down the road. There we go. Thank you very much. Danielle, we appreciate it. We'd like to know the reach that we have, and obviously it's not here at the rink, so that's okay. Little offsides play there by Nina with 1:44 remaining here in the second period. Yeah, the kids love to go back and watch this, and if you think I'm kidding, ask them. Ask them how many times they go back and watch Jeff's live stream. The broadcast. They want to see what's been said, but at the same time, they get to see what people have said about them or about the game or about their team. And if it's even that simple comment there, go Waupun. I love that. Go Rockets. Good shot there by number 6 and a better fight off that time. Battle by Blake Coker once again. Yes, I'm singing his praises tonight because I think he's done a fantastic job. Has he had a couple of lapses? Yes. But nothing that, I mean, he just hasn't had a ton of help. Shot. Fights that one off and a good save. 1 minute remaining left here in the period as announced by Scotty Van Galen. Waupun's very own announcer for baseball and for hockey. Does an absolute amazing job. I love hearing his voice down here at the rink. Shot over the top of the net as Mark Sutton already has a hat trick. He's trying to get more. I don't care if you're a Rockets fan or if you're a Warriors fan. Just let me know. I mean, you have to be impressed if you're a Rockets fan here. You have to say that Mark Sutton is with a hat trick already. And maybe you're just used to it. I had a chance I called the Nina Springs game, the very first game of the season for those two teams. And I would say I was very impressed again with the Nina offense. I did not like the fact that they played so early in the year. That I did not like because I think they are right now, and it's listed that way, they're the two best teams right now in the Badgerland, but I think it would have been a much closer if you'd start to play right now because that was the only loss for St. Mary Springs. The only loss for Nina is against Stevens Point, another ranked team. 1 second remains, and that'll do it here for the second period. We'll pop back in there. We're going to check that chat. Again, let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, who's your favorite player. If your team is the Waupun Warriors, that's great. Let us know. If you're a fan of the Zamboni, you can let us know that too. Brett Pribino does a fantastic job on there. 8 saves. 24 is the 2-period total, so 10 in that period for Blake Coker. 5 saves in that period for Matthew Nelson. We'll step aside. We'll be back. We'll get some updates, hopefully, here about how things are taking place on our other stations tonight. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's live stream. We'll be back.
Don't forget to like us and follow us on Facebook and Instagram to stay updated on our latest arrivals, events, and deals. Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, 50 years strong, quality you trust, prices you'll love.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
Welcome to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
When my husband passed, I needed direction on my finances. I felt like I was starting from a blank slate. Thrivent came into my life at a time that I really needed it. Thrivent helped me feel confident and create opportunities to be more giving. I think my husband would be very proud, but I'm proud of myself because I've educated myself, and I kind of learned that maybe I could have been doing this all along.
Jonathan Leonard, Thrivent Financial here in Waupun, serving the local communities. Thanks. God bless.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin. Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. Sam's also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for Sam's Well Drilling. We at Sam's are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
Is your child ready for life? At Central Wisconsin Christian, we equip students not only with an exceptional education, but also with the spiritual foundation they need to navigate today's world with confidence and faith. Our graduates are prepared for life, academically, personally, and spiritually. Discover what makes Central Wisconsin Christian different. Call us at 920-324-4233 or visit us online at wearecwc.org. Central Wisconsin Christian, preparing students for life and eternity.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class building and canopies. Steel King canopies are a well-known and respected product. We design, fabricate, and contract installation for C-stores, fleets, entryways, restaurants, and more. Steel canopies serve a variety of purposes, including advertising or signage, control access, sheltering an entrance or loading area, support of lighting systems, and weather protection for people, equipment, or outdoor storage. King Manufacturing. From design to completion.
Hello. Welcome back here to the Waupun Community Center here. Jeff Sauer here with Jeff's live stream. Hope that you're enjoying our broadcast so far. I got joining me here is JMO on the camera. He's done a great job of switching back and forth. We've only got the two views tonight. We normally try and get a portable view, but we got all three of our crews. I am maxed out. As I've got student helpers. JMO is one of our students here, so I try not to use his last name out there, but he's one of our students, and I pay my students here. So my sponsorship that takes place here, I don't pay myself. I don't do this for the money. That's not my model that I have set up here. The way it's set up is that anything that we bring in, I use to try and pay my student workers. And like I said, we're maxed out tonight. We're going to do a total of 4 games. Over at the Fond du Lac Blue Line is my son Caleb, again, who normally is our troubleshooter, and he's the one that keeps everything rolling for us here. But he's called the Warbirds game over there with Justin Schwartzmiller. He truly is our hockey guy who does a great job of calling. I started this, yes, and I love calling it, but he's much better at it than I am. He actually has played the game of hockey, and my son is the same thing, and the two of them together are fantastic announcers. So if you want to check out and see how the Fond du Lac Cardinals are, pop over on our other channel. I hate to have you leave us, but that's okay, and then come back here and watch this contest in 540. Let me give you the update of what's taking place here in this second period. At the 10:52 on the clock mark, Number 20 with a shorthanded goal scores for the Neenah Rockets. That's after. So Neenah came out. They were they were on a penalty kill right away because at the end of the period, number 23, Gus Weinholzer was called for a rough, so he started out in the box, and Waupun was able to get a few attacks in there, but was unable to get the entire find the back of the net. It was a good job there by Matthew Nelson in goal. And then a penalty at 11:26 for number 12. This one was a boarding, and an egregious boarding. Comes with a game ejection. So Maxon Selch is out. And I don't know if that means he's out of the next one, or is he out until he has a meeting with the WIAA. That's one of the things that they have implemented for, I don't know if it's a misconduct or if it's a game ejection, but that is one of the situations that can lead to further disqualifications. Anyways, at the 10:52 mark, number 20 knocks off the puck off of one of the players in the neutral zone and scores a shorthanded goal for his second goal, his third point of the night. At 4:40 on the clock, even strength goal. After that, Neenah was just buzzing constantly. Waupun had a couple of opportunities to try and get into the zone, try and get something set up, unable to do so. And number 20, Mark Sutton, with the goal, and the assist goes to number 6, Carter Simonson. That's Simonson's second point of the night, and there's your hat trick, fourth point of the night for Mark Sutton. At the 2:09 mark, Neenah once again finds the back of the net. This time it's number 13, Cole Rathermel, with the assist to number 23, Gus Weinholzer. Saves in that period for Matthew Nelson was 5, 2-period total. He's 8 for 9. Saves in that period for Blake Coker from Waupun. He had 10 saves for a total of, I take that back, he had 12 saves for a 2-period total of 24 out of 29. Sorry, I got a little distracted there. That happens at my age. We're going to step aside here. We'll be back with the 2:50 mark. Again, let us know when I come back here. Actually, let's do it right now. Let's check that YouTube chat, see what you've got going here for us. Really appreciate Carol putting in here from Candy-O-High, Minnesota. Is that close? Candy-O-High. Candy-O-High. As a Rockets fans, love watching the games. I love, thank you for letting us know where you're watching from. I love the fact that we're reaching out of state. And thank you for the update there from Aaron, for our consultant. Tom and Chair Labs, enjoying your broadcast. Thanks. Watching from Ironwood, Michigan. Favorite players you got, I'll bet you. Number 4, Ty Labs, and number 5, Clay Labs. Great players for Neenah, and you're the grandparents. So thanks for jumping in. We really appreciate it. They're going to love seeing that comment in there when they go back and watch this. We'll be back in about 2 minutes. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's Live Stream.
Sauer with Jeff's live stream. We hope you're enjoying our broadcast. Our purpose, first and foremost, is to bring glory to God. Second is to draw attention to the student athletes, promote the great things they and their schools are doing, and promote the businesses and the people running them within our communities. Our mission is to create memories for student athletes, families, teams, and communities, as well as allowing for viewers to see their athletes or teams perform regardless of where the viewer is located. If you'd like to join us as a sponsor to help us fulfill our purpose and mission, feel free to give me a call at 920-345-2066 or email me at livestreamjeff@gmail.com. I'd love to talk to you.
WDS Construction is a national general contractor with headquarters in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. But we are so much more. The holiday spirit has taken over the WDS corporate office. Our team has transformed the space into a festive wonderland with themes like Santa's Workshop and Christmas at the Zoo, along with other creative holiday decor throughout. From cheerful decorations to imaginative displays, every corner is filled with seasonal joy. WDS Construction wishes everyone a wonderful holiday season filled with warmth, joy, and plenty of festive fun.
PT Tire and Service is a family-owned business that invests in you and your family. From one family to another, safe travels and seamless automotive maintenance makes every trip a great trip. PT Tire and Service, serving Central Wisconsin with excellence for over 20 years. Call 920-346-TIRE for all your automotive needs. PT Tire and Service, Brandon. No job too big or too small. PT Tire and Service in Brandon does it all. Call today, 920-346-TIRE.
Welcome back here to the Waupun Community Center. 1 second remains before the end of the intermission. And because of the huddle cam down there, I think Coach Lindemann is looking at it and saying, was it really a boarding and that egregious? I don't know if we ended up getting the shot or not. They're going to have that conversation. That video will be part of any evidence that happens with, again, the WIAA when you have a game ejection. So we're talking about number 12, Maxon Selch. And yeah, unfortunately, we've been part of that situation when Waupun had one of their great teams in the year that they won in 2017-2018. We had one of our great offensive juniors who had to sit out for a check from behind, challenged it, and WIA said no, let it stand, and that was a game ejection at that time, and it ended up having to sit out a game. And it was at a tournament in Hayward that ended up hurting us really bad. Although Caleb, my son, he'll tell you that he started out bad, had an off-pipe goal that shouldn't have gone in. But that's one of the things about high school. That's tipped all the way down. It's going to be picked up there by Chase Beam down in the corner. Waupun trying to get it out. Nina with some pressure. Postotnik got it in to the neutral zone. And then a whistle for the offsides as it was touched by a Nina player when it was in the zone. 16:34 here in the third period. I feel like, not sure which one of these controls is this one mine. That sounds like it increased my volume a little bit here, but we'll see. And I know that I've got my this new cord. Obviously it's working for the sound wise, which as long as the sound is working, it doesn't seem like I'm having issues with the computer either. So let's knock on wood first of all to make sure that that's what's happening. Nina just swarming here in this first minute of this third period. Right into the slot. Good defense there by Primino, but you can see that Waupun Warriors are struggling to get it out of the zone. Now that they did on the dump, they go in for the change. And Nina almost gets it broke out right away. Chase Beam picks it up for the Waupun Warriors. He looks, he's got a little bit of room to skate it. His back check from behind is a good back check there by Kelvin Zinda to knock it off of the puck or the stick of Chase Beam. Well, if you're a Nina fan, the next time that you may hear me calling one of your Nina games will probably be at the Badgerland Conference Tournament. That'll be the first weekend in February. That tournament starts, I believe, I want to say the 30th. It starts with home games on Tuesday for the top 4 teams in the conference. And then after that, all the games will be played at the Blue Line, where we love to call games. We'll be set up probably on both rinks if necessary, but I say if necessary because we cover Fond du Lac, we cover St. Mary Springs, and we cover the Waupun Warriors. That's our hockey reach in this area. But Badgerland Conference play is the specialty that we love watching this team. Walking in, here's a chance. Good cover there by Chase Beam to take the pass away from Carter Simonson. Puck comes all the way down. It's going to be played by Nelson. He turns it over, gives it over to kicking up some speed is Keegan Krieger. Picked up there this time by Simonson. Gets into the zone. Ty Labs with it. Comes out, uses his D into the slot. Trying to get the tip in front. So the difference we see here with Nina is they're doing a great job of trying to take away the eyes. Standing right there in the front is number 20, Mark Sutton, waiting for a rebound to come out. Blake Coker gets on top of it and gets the whistle.
Hoeksha's Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since
And why I hit the add button instead of the instant replay is because it's in the wrong location. Gotta see if I can get these in the proper spots here. Welcome back. Yeah, let's see what that shot looks like. JMO running our cameras here. That's on our portable, or on our goal cam there, where we can swing it and see what happens. And then our wide angle view. Nina again, boy, just swarming their offense here. Waupun has had 0 offensive zone time, and maybe I just needed to talk about that so that Postotnik could have it. And he gets bumped off of the puck by Calvin Zinda. Into the neutral zone. Waupun will have to regroup. They get back on side. Skating with it was Hayden Reeder. He's been shut down tonight. And again, if you are an opponent of Waupun, I mean, that's what you have to look at the stats, and you have to know that that's the man right now. He's got more than twice the number of goals scored compared to the next goal scorer from Waupun. Chase Beam centers it, tried to get it over there to Jonas Buckles. Could not. That one almost ricocheted off of the board, caught Nelson by surprise. That would have helped Waupun Warriors quite a bit. Instead, it comes back the other way. Numbers for Nina, 2-1. Good work there. Coker with a great job there, spreading out, spread eagle to cover the entire bottom of the ice. What a play. One more time by Blake Coker. Waupun has a little bit of zone here. Let's see if they can get it, keep it there. Nina, possession right back into the neutral zone. Trying to tip it down was Cameron Krentz. Nina is just so crisp, tic-tac-toe. Touch those passes, move it. Now get it into the zone and attack the net. Trying to work it around. Pribino tries to change directions. That time he's down there with Derek Pribino. So 19 is Dylan, 9 is Derek. And I'm glad to see that he's back out here after I did not know he broke that collarbone, and I'm glad that it's healed that he can. So thank you for sharing that in the chat. Nina. Shot wide. Good job there, disguising that he was going to rip that wrist shot back into the slot. Stepping up as the defenseman. Boy, Nina, it just looks like they're actually practicing a drill out here to just try and keep it in the zone. Banked off of the boards. Held in one more time. This time it's going to be a high stick is going to be called by number 14, I believe, is what they're showing it on. I didn't see the high stick there. I guess must have happened right before the instant replay. So one more penalty. So one of the things, if you're a positive for Waupun, you've got to say we've had no penalties. Number 14, Jack Weinholzer with a high stick. And I'll tell you, if I'm Warriors, I would have really almost preferred to decline it, because from what we have seen so far on this penalty kill of the Rockets, when they get possession of it, they just move the puck and they keep it away from you so well. Rips a shot into the glove. Nelson decides to hold on to it to get the whistle as Chase Beam comes flying in to try and see if he can knock it.
Family owned and operated. We provide beautiful flowers.
Boy, My apologies, folks. It's in the right. That's in that location normally, and I just cannot switch it to a different location without my concern of messing things up any worse than I typically do. Here's Ty Labs, gets around Postotnik. Good job there by the freshman to battle. Down up against the half wall, squirts right out. Sutton working, backhand pitchfork. Was able to knock it down, was Blake, couldn't control it. Sutton once more is there. Boy, does he have a knack for being around the puck and trying to put it in the back of the net. Right on the stick this time. Flagner off of the shoulder of Nelson. And it comes out into the neutral zone. Flagner drops it back in, goes to the bench with 33 seconds remaining here on the penalty. Sutton, good job there by Chase Beam, but followed up by Ty Labs. Labs splits, good takeaway there. I believe that was Brock Reeder. Good defensive play by Brock. 10 seconds remaining here on the power play for the Waupun Warriors. Here's a chance, 3-on-1, chance on the rebound, could not finish. They had their chance right there with that remaining 10 seconds. Reeder tries to make a couple of moves around. Shot towards it, puck is loose again. Nelson covers up, gets on top of it, and we got a whistle for a slash. And going right back.
Fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest
There we did it again. Jeff, you've got to start paying attention here. As I went to put the instant replay, slashing is the call. Wow, this is really bad. I've got to move that button. I'm sorry, folks. If I mess things up, I mess things up, but I can't stand it. Because I keep hitting what I think is the instant replay button, and instead it's not. There, let's see if that'll help. Warriors trying to get something rolling. Had a chance right there again with a loose puck. They had some good attack time there at the last couple of seconds of the last penalty. Sitting in the box is number 8, Kelvin Zinda. As he was trying to protect his goalie after we saw that attack, gets called for the slash. Jacob Kerner for the Warriors. Chipped in, Chase Beam down into the corner. Reverses directions and turned over to Nina. They put it up the neutral zone. Flying after it is going to be Preston Lidke. No, getting there first was Hayden Reeder and Jacob Kerner. And they're going to call interference. Is going to be called on Hayden Reeder as he gets in the way of stopping number 3, I believe, on the attack. That hurts Waupun. You put your number 1 goal scorer in the box. And now they're skating 4-on-4, and I definitely don't want to see all of this extra open ice. So the first penalty goes to Hayden Reeder for the Warriors. That's 7:41 on the clock. Interference. 4-on-4 hockey for 39 seconds. Shot tipped right into the house. Ricochets out. Going after it is Cameron Krentz. And a shot wide. He was moving it down the ice as number 11, Mason King, was trailing. Nina moves it into the zone. That's Liam Kelly. So as I had mentioned to JMO, we're going to see some players get some playing time here for Nina that probably don't get a lot of varsity playing time. That's number 7 out there, Cooper Zinda, trying to run everything. Coming back out of the box was Kelvin Zinda. Now we'll see their power play get set up. Working it in, shot saved there by Coker. He's having a hard time controlling it recently. Jonas Buckles was going to try and see if he could get down shorthanded. Could not. Moving it in is number 14, Jack Weinholzer. Taking away the Waupun Warriors defense right now in the penalty kills, able to rip it down. If anything, if for their positive here, they have not given up a power play goal one more time, but it's only the first penalty. Moving, good job there, and a great stick by Chase Beam. Nina looking, gets the overload, shot, and a great recovery again. Blake Kolker is doing a great job of recovering on his pad slides, covering that backside. And it killed off for the Waupun Warriors. They're back at full strength. Trying to get back into the play is Hayden Reeder. Through the neutral zone, puck spins. That's never going to get there. Nelson chips it and gives it to number 23, Gus Weinholzer. Moves it up to Jack Weinholzer, but the Warriors take over. Five minutes remain here in the third period, 5-1. The Neenah Rockets. That's going to be an icing. We'll get a whistle. Wonder how things are doing over on the other channels here. Just double checking to see if Aaron's got us some updates. Oh, unfortunately, Oakfield is beating our CWC Crusaders 66-40. Nina, yep, we've got that one up there. Good job by JMO to get us a nice camera shot, a different view. So once again, we hope you've enjoyed our broadcast. That's a high stick. Oh, come on. Yeah, I was going to say, played that a little bit above the shoulders. Good hand-eye coordination there as he pulled it out of the air, but one of the things you can't do, JMO, with a hockey stick is you cannot have it up above your shoulders and play the puck. Doing so is a high stick. When it's down here for a goal, you can't have it above the crossbar. Neenah hustling again. What a play there by number 16, Zach Verhagen, to take it away from Dylan Pribino. 4 minutes remained. Here's a chance. Hayden Reeder finally with a chance, break it away, turns on the Jets. Good play there by Evan Saracen to stop his attack. Pribino swings it to Dylan Pribino. That was Derek to Dylan. Or sorry, that was Brock Reeder. My apologies. Number 18, Brock Reeder for Waupun. Jonas Buckles tries to get in there. He's going to take a seat in the net. And it's going to be an icing by Neenah. Got themselves into trouble, and they pushed it back. A little bit of physical contact back in there. Jonas has been hammered quite a bit tonight. I don't know where that's coming from, but he takes a lot of hits. Number 16, Camden Flagner in at center. Going to be trying to be cleared out. Can't do so. Picked up there by Neenah. That was Derek Pribino back in there, number 9. It's glad to have another defenseman back into the lineup. Skating with it. It's Cameron Krentz, had it knocked off of his stick. Nice movement here. They've got numbers, 2-on-1. Oh, tried to set it up, does. Good job there by Blake to track and stay with it. Good play by the goalie for Waupun. Did not panic, stayed upright, just followed it. 2:37. Face off there by the Nina Rockets. Shot towards it. Blake, that one hops up on top of the pads. Stays with it. Really good camera shot there, but seeing how things are working down there in front of the goalie. There's your face-off. That's going to be ripped around all the way to the other side, and it comes back out to the neutral zone. Picked up by the Rockets. Jamo is not a hockey person per se. We're going to get him there. So the speed of the game really catches him off guard here, especially with some of the camera swings, and that just happens. If you're not a hockey person, you don't know how fast it goes. It's hard to figure out how to anticipate where the ball's going to be. It's like any other sport. Oh my goodness! What a shot! Right over the top of the shoulder. Number 24, Keegan Krieger rips one from the blue line. With 1:59 left on the clock. What a shot by Krieger. Not sure who gave that back out to him. Even strength goal, 6-1 with 1:59 left.
Nina's 6th goal at 15:01, scorer number 24, Keegan Krieger. Assist to 5, Clay Labs, and 14, Jack Weinholzer.
Clay Labs, number 5 with the assist. Secondary goes to Jack Weinholzer. So 24 from 5 and 14. That'll be Krieger from Labs and Weinholzer. Down to 130. Comes back into the neutral zone. Into the slot. That one shot again. Up over the top. Well, he's just got to be a little bit careful here when they're shooting. That one he does a much better job there, but sometimes when they're shooting high, he has a tendency to duck just a little bit, as almost like he's trying to get his body out of the way to snag it, and that opens up just a hair the top of the net. And if you take a look at majority of goals tonight have been scored up over the top. 1 minute remaining in this contest here, 6-1. Stay with us here. We'll give a post-game rundown of all the stuff that I have based on what I was able to pick up from Scotty Van Galen. Great work down there by Hayden Reeder, but he can't pull the trigger. So your only goal scorer was the first goal scored in that first period, and we'll talk about it on the post-game show. Nina trying to get a long stretch pass, tipping it into the zone with 13 seconds remaining. Right back into the slot, and a great save right there with a great read. Blake Kolker once again has played phenomenal on stuff that should be an easy goal. He has risen to the occasion and made the great stops. It's just some of those that catch him a little bit by surprise. We'll stay here for the handshake line. I'll stay here. Jamo's going to go grab that camera and we'll tear it down.
Nelson 5, game total 13. Waupun, Blake Kolker 12, game total 36. So reminder,
Saves.
fans, boys are back in action right here Thursday night, 7 o'clock. As well as next Thursday and next Saturday. Next Saturday being Pick Out the Ring.
Ton of hockey that we're going to be covering here for the Waupun Warriors. You couldn't probably hear it with Scotty Van Galen, but we're going to be here on air again on Thursday. We'll talk about that. We'll also be back here again on the following Tuesday, and then we'll be back on air the following Saturday covering the Waupun Warriors. But we've got a ton of hockey. You can always check that out on our channel. We got the handshake line here taking place here between these two teams. We're going to step aside here while I finally finalize my numbers, and we'll come back here on the post game. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's live stream.
grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hooksha's Market and Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
For 50 years and counting, Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun the best furniture and mattresses at prices you can afford, and we're honored to be voted best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area. Stop in and check out our mattress selections. We have all kinds from traditional spring to memory foam. It is our mission to help you get a great night of sleep night after night. Visit us at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you can trust. Visit our website at www.verhaegsfurniture.com. Verhaeg's Furniture Mart. 50 years strong, quality you trust, and prices you'll love. Verhaeg Furniture.
We've always been a family that thinks about spend, save, give. It was refreshing to find a financial company that echoed that mentality.
With Thrivent, it's more than just about gaining financial confidence. It's about how you can use your resources to create change in your community. It's been a relationship that's created a whole exponential amount of good.
This is Jonathan Leonard, serving the area communities and supporting the local teams. Good luck this season.
God bless.
Angling only.
Welcome back here to the Waupun Community Center here on the postgame show. Let's take a look at how things turned out here from the Waupun Community Center. In the first period, the Waupun Warriors score first at 12:44. Chase Beam with an unassisted goal, took it end to end, grabbed it a hold in his defensive zone, skated through the neutral zone. The reason I'm describing it is because I missed it all. We had the far end shot, swung it out to the boards here, came across the blue line at our home and auto logo, took the shot and sniped it right in over the corner, shoulder over Matthew Nelson in that first period, and that's it for the Waupun Warriors. A penalty came in for the Neenah Rockets at 6:28 in the first. It was a hooking by number 3, Preston Lidke, at 5:38, so less than a minute later, scoring a shorthanded goal, number 20, Mark Sutton, with the assist to number 7, Cooper Zinda, and the secondary goes to number 44, Ty Labs. At 3:50 in the first period, number 6, Carter Simonson for the Neenah Rockets with the assist to Mark Sutton, even strength goal, and after one period, it is 2-1. In the second period, once again, right at the end of the first period, a roughing penalty was called on number 23, Gus Weinholzer from the Rockets. So they're going to start out on the penalty kill. And Waupun came out and played that one pretty well. And that penalty does get killed off by the Rockets. At 11:26, a penalty by number 12, Maxon Zelch, a boarding game ejection penalty for Zelch. And we'll see how that turns out for the Neenah Rockets. But number 20 at 10:52 scores his second goal. Mark Sutton, another shorthanded goal, this time unassisted. At the 4:40 mark, another hat-trick goal for number 20, Mark Sutton, with the assist to number 6, Carter Simonson, an even strength goal. At 2:09 in the period, number 13, Cole Rathermel, scores a goal with the assist to number 23, Gus Weinholzer, an even strength goal. And after two periods, it was 5-1. At the 10:40 mark in the third period, number 14, Jack Weinholzer, called for a high stick. That penalty gets killed off. 10 seconds later at 8:30, number 8, Kelvin Zinda, is called for a slash. Waupun Warriors couldn't get much going with that power play tonight. Number 20 for the Waupun Warriors is called for a penalty. Hayden Reeder at 7:41 for interference, so that negates it. Skate 4-on-4. Nothing takes place until 1:59 left in the period when number 24, Keegan Krieger, with the assist to number 5, Clay Labs, and the secondary to number 14, Jack Weinholzer, for the 6th and final goal of this contest. I want to make sure that I give a shout out to all of my sponsors. You've seen them here tonight. I hope that you will continue to support them if you're a Waupun Warriors fan. As you may or may not know, we are not doing any Waupun basketball because of a request by Mr. Dish not to do so. So our schedule, as you can see here, we still have a ton of games that we've got going on. We did, like I said, we had 4 games going tonight, 3 of them in hockey. That just shows our dedication to hockey. But on Thursday, we've got 3 basketball games that we're going to be covering. We're going to be in Oakfield. We'll be at Randolph. And we'll be back here for the Waupun hockey game as the Sauk Prairie will be taking on Waupun. On Friday, you can see that we've got games that we're covering as well. We're going to be in Laconia when the St. Mary Springs boys basketball team will be traveling to Laconia. Right now, I don't think we're going to be going to Mayville. I don't know that I have a team that can go there. On Saturday, we are covering University School of Milwaukee taking on St. Mary Springs. So Springs, again, is the number 5 ranked team in Division I, right behind the Neenah Rockets here. And then put on there is on Sunday, the way that I do things here for the Waupun Youth Hockey Association is I broadcast their championship Sunday. It's their squirt tournament here. I like to create memories for the kids, so if you've heard my ads, you know that that's what I am all about. That's part of our purpose and our mission, and we actually started at the squirt level so that they, you attend one of our tournaments here, you leave here with a memory at least of one game called by the live stream with the broadcast. I don't want to say professional broadcaster, but with a broadcaster, because I don't consider myself to be officially professional. And I did have somebody remind me that I am not a professional. So that's the way that it is. But I enjoy doing what I'm doing. JMO, I want to thank you for joining us here. I also want to, if you don't know, again, it's important to me that I want to pray and give thanks to my God for protecting all of the players tonight. I did not see any major injuries, which is always amazing to me in the sport of hockey. So I want to thank my Lord for the opportunity to continue to bring this broadcasting. Thank you for the blessings that he has bestowed upon the Waupun Hockey Association, and that he has bestowed upon Jeff's live stream to be able to do these types of broadcasts, and the basketball broadcast that's taking place over in Oakfield, and the hockey in Fond du Lac, and the support for all 3 of our teams. So again, I want to give a prayer of thanks for those opportunities. Thank you for following us here. I really appreciate you following along with our broadcast. Let me just double check the chat, see where we're at. Glad to hear things went good. Thanks you for the very much. I really appreciate the comments that are in there, and thank you guys for putting that stuff in there. Again, the kids are going to appreciate it when they go back and look at it. Jeff Sauer here for Jeff's live stream. Take care. God bless. I can't wait to see you at a rink or a basketball court near us here soon. God bless. Thank you for watching our broadcast. A shout out to our sponsors. This is Jeff Sauer. I hope you enjoyed our broadcast. Until next time, may God bless you today and every day.